Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Global Issues on Al-Hikmat TV 24/7 online. It is indeed a pleasure to have with us in Al-Hikmat studio Brother Azhar Hassan. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And we also have Brother Anis Sheikh. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you also at Al-Hikmat studio. And for the benefit of our viewers out there, Brother Azhar Hassan is the president of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy, and Brother Anis Sheikh is the treasurer. They are very technological in their profession, their career, and their background. And today we're going to talk to them a little bit about their Islamic and community services that they serve through the medium of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy.
Join Al-Hikmat Dawah services for a 10-day Umrah in Ramadan 2020 from May 2nd to May 12th, 2020. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Shaikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Al-Hikmat Dawah services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Global Issues on Al-Hikmat TV 24/7 online. It is indeed a pleasure to have with us in Al-Hikmat studio Brother Azhar Hassan. Welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. And we also have Brother Anis Sheikh. Welcome. It's a pleasure to have you also at Al-Hikmat studio. And for the benefit of our viewers out there, Brother Azhar Hassan is the president of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy, and Brother Anis Sheikh is the treasurer. They are very technological in their profession, their career, and their background. And today we're going to talk to them a little bit about their Islamic and community services that they serve through the medium of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy. So, brothers, it is really a pleasure to have you all.
Thank you for having us.
And a lot of times when you speak to people in the IT world, you know, IT, information technology, right?
That's right. Yes.
You know, it's all about money and technology. And today we're going to talk to you all about Quran Academy, Ar-Rayyan Academy, and teaching and propagation of the Quran. But before we get into that, I would like to find out a little bit about your background, and I'm sure our audience will be very much enlightened when they hear a little bit about your background, because most of the times people who are involved in Quran and Islamic institutes, basically you hear about the Darul Uloom or the Madrasa people behind the scenes, and here you have two technological people, you know, specialists. You are the president of, if I want to get it right, the president of Cigna, or you work with Cigna?
I work with Cigna. I am the implementation manager at Cigna. It's a health insurance company.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Oh, Brother
I'm
Anis is the vice president of
Second.
Secon. So we're going to hear more about Secon and Cigna for our viewers, because, you know, we got viewers worldwide, and people will be very interested to know of what you offer and what you do and what is your career. So tell us a little bit about Cigna.
Cigna is a one of the biggest health insurance company. We have around 3,000 plus employees, and then we are around the world. We have offices in Australia, UK, Middle East, and several offices in the United States. And basically, we are a health insurance company. So my role is, to ensure that whatever the developers have made the code, it's properly implemented. So I am the one implementation manager at Cigna. So we serve humanity, we serve health. So that's what we do.
So where are you from originally? Because I saw Australia
Yeah.
in your background. That's where you studied.
Right. Actually, I didn't. I'm born in India, and then I worked in Middle East. I worked in Dubai. I did my engineering from India, and then from Dubai, I went to Australia for my masters. So I was there for 2 years. I did my masters from Australia, and then I had applied for immigration to Canada from there. While the immigration is being worked on, I worked in Singapore, and from there I moved to Canada. And from Canada to South Florida, the best place in the United States.
Wow, the Sunshine State.
The Sunshine State, yes.
So you have been around, studied IT in India, been in Dubai, Singapore, and then took your masters in Australia, lived in Canada, and now you're based in South Florida, United States of America. That is interesting. That's a world of experience.
That's true. And then the beauty of this place is that, it does not limit you to a particular specialization or subject, because I also worked as an administrator in Al-Azhar school over here. It's in Tamarack. So I worked for some time when my children were small. So the whole family, me, myself, and my children used to go to the school. That was the best opportunity I have to be with my family and to serve the community over there. So that's where sort of it all started. I was with Islamic school for some time, and that's where I got into Islam more. Because I knew more about Quran from there.
Oh.
I got attached to Quran. I got attached to Islam. That was the beginning, sort of, if you
So
can
when
say.
you were getting your masters in IT, were you very Islamically involved then? Or more into a career and a profession?
More into career and profession, but having said that, if you go back home, the foundation is really good in India. I mean, my parents and the community over there, we have massages all over the place, just like just like the islands, I guess. So we have the foundation over there. The Salah, the 5-time Salah is a mandatory. Which I used to do, and Quran sometimes I used to read before. But then slowly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, have had mercy on me and have mercy on me that, I got into Quran more, I got into the Islamic environment. The biggest thing when I moved over here, the fear was that what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to my children who are small? How am I going to give them the foundation that,
that you got when you were living back in India? But
so
tell me something before we get into the details of Ar-Rayyan.
Right.
What motivated you to get into IT? I'm sort of interested because, I want to make a little link here for our viewers worldwide, because a lot of people believe if they're into a technological career or a business career or some sort of profession, medicine, law, it is not necessary for them to get involved in Islamic institutes, Islamic academy. And here is that bond and that link that you all are using your technological blessings and knowledge and experience and administrative ability to put it into an Islamic academy, which is really phenomenal. And that's a blessing. And I want people there to know that it's not that you don't have anything else to do. You see, a lot of people believe that people get involved in Islamic institutes, academy, madrasas, because they have nothing else to do. But here you are people who are busy, like everyone else, in the technological world, I want to say, not just the materialistic world, but the technological world. But yet you have dedicated time and effort and sacrifice towards making Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy a success. So what motivated you to get into IT?
It all started with Y2K, if you remember, you know, where, you know, everybody was interested in what is going to happen to us when the Y2K happens. So that was the point where, you know, I was driven to, you know, computers and information technology. And then that's where I said, you know what, I have to get into this and I have to see what is it all about. Having said that, even in our engineering, we had a subject of IT. That's where it was something new in 1994, somewhere around there. You know, it was so excited. We were so excited. I was so excited to be on the computer. And you know, back home, it was a biggest privilege to have a computer at that time. So that's where it started from Y2K. And then when I moved over here, one of the prosperous area or the field, you know, which is highly paid, was obviously IT at that time because of the Y2K and several other things. So that's what driven me into IT.
Okay. And I suppose IT is still heavily paid job today, right?
I agree with you, yes.
Because of the growth into technology.
That's true.
And the need for IT in almost everything.
Yeah, and obviously it's not stopping. It's going to go further. You know, we go to robotics now. There's something called robotics. So it's going to get...
It can only grow and grow.
It can only grow and grow,
wow,
mashallah.
That's
so,
interesting.
And like you have indicated, we can use several means to promote the Quran.
Yeah.
Quran is the kalam of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِّرٍ ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب الحكيم كتاب الحكيم ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب المبين. This is the book of wisdom. This is the book which has enlightening verses. This is the guardian. This is a guidance. This is criterion.
Yeah.
So Quran, I always say this. We have Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, alhamdulillah, we have iman in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not tangible. Like, you know, you cannot touch, and you know, you cannot touch Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yeah.
We have Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, our prophet. We love him, we respect him, he is our role model, but we cannot touch him. We feel him, you know, I mean, we have iman, but we cannot touch him. One thing in this world Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has left with us, which we can touch, which we can embrace, which we can kiss, that is Quran. That is our manual, that is our book, that is the powerful book in this world and in the heavens.
Yes.
It was there in Lawh Mahfuz, guarded by angels. It has given to us free of cost. That is the book we have to go to.
Yeah.
That is the book we have to understand. Alif Lam Ra Tilka Ayatul Kitab al-Mubin Inna Anzalnahu Qur'anan Arabiyyan La'allakum Taqilun. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that I have given you this Quran in more or less meaning. I have given you this Quran in Arabic. And it's easy to understand. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that this is the easiest language to understand, then we don't have to put this book on the shelf. This book has the solution for every single thing. For health, for wealth, for our life. It's the book which we need to refer to.
So even though you are in technology, you have realized that this is the light of your life, this is the guide, this is the way to success in this world and the hereafter.
Exactly.
So before we continue again on that topic, I want to ask Brother Anis Sheikh, what motivated you to get involved into IT?
Well, there were multiple factors involved in getting into IT, right? So for example, when we were studying, this was the field that was coming up. We were hearing about computers, we were hearing about IT. So that
and where were you?
I was in India. I come from India, basically.
Oh, also India.
Yeah, so I was in India. Yeah. So we've been into schools, in colleges. We've been hearing about this new technology that's coming up.
And India is well known today for technology. Wow, yeah, India. Yeah. I mean, India is the place for technology. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a place for technology because the people there are more, I would say, curious. They are more, proven to be more technologically, understanding about this new process.
And I must say, in all fairness, that India has blessing in the sense that for some reason your minds are opened up in India, because I'm originally from Trinidad and Tobago. And I went to India to study, it really opened up my mind because of the multicultural,
Diversity.
multi-faith, the diversity, the technology, you know, the growth and the expansion, the kind of thinking that you see in India, you know, from the highest level to the lowest level. Listen, the lowest level to the highest level. Religiously, scientifically, technologically, materialistically also. India is really superb, and I mean, it makes a lot of sense why you all will get into this kind of technological world. So you got motivated from that.
From there, yeah, the education system in India is such that, you know, we are open, or we are exposed to a lot of things when we are studying. So that what is motivated us to move into the
And how did you get into SECON? And SECON is based where? In Boston, you were saying?
SECON is based out of Boston. We are into telecom expense management.
Telecom?
Telecom, yeah. We basically specialize in telecom expense management. I'm the vice president. So my role basically is to oversee.
So who is the president?
The president of this company is the CEO. Basically is a person called Andy Gorno. He sits out of Boston.
And you are here in Florida.
I am here in Florida. I work with my CEO who operates also from Miami. His name is Amin. So we work together from here. So we basically oversee and strategize the product development of our offerings and the services that.
So what actually you guys do? I mean, you said telecom, but for the benefit of everyone else, you know, telecom, telephone, you know, telecommunications, what areas you are really?
Well, if I
mean, the reason why I'm saying this, it's because, like you spoke, Bro.Azhar spoke about health insurance, right?
Yes, healthcare.
You're telling us about telecom. You know, we also got viewers who are involved in some of these areas, and they might be interested in knowing more. They might contact you all about it. They may want to get some information on it, and it may just be a way of educating and helping other people worldwide. There are other people out there who got a lot of dreams and a lot of ideas, so they may just call you all to get some more expertise, advice, and information. So what exactly you do with telecom?
So telecom as a subject, if I want to talk about it, it's going to take a long time. Right?
Yeah,
it
I just
involves
want
multiple
what
things.
basically
So basically,
you provide.
What we do is we provide a service to all the corporate and enterprises in the US to optimize their cost associated to the telecom infrastructure. So telecom could mean mobile devices, it could mean smartphones, it could mean tablets, it could mean your the internet circuits that you have in and around your offices, connecting multiple offices and headquarters. So what we do basically is that we try to optimize that infrastructure that an enterprise would have, and see how we can make it better, how we can optimize that in terms of cost, in terms of efficiency, and in terms of productivity. So that's what we basically do as a part of the telecom expense management.
So people who are in the telecom needs, people who got telecom needs in their companies and businesses, you guys
we
sort of
help
better
them out.
their,
We help them out to strategize their vision, the plans, and how they want to operate.
to be less economical,
Absolutely.
more productive, more
Absolutely.
technological. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. That is fantastic. No, it's good for people to know, because somebody might be interested in opening a business. Someone might be interested in contacting you all for their businesses. And I mean, we help, and this is one of the medium of Al-Hikmat, to help educate people, serve people, assist in whatever way we can. And it will be depriving our viewers from having people like you all on the show and they not knowing your background and how they can benefit, because technology important, the insurance system is so important. People would love to get advice and know a little more of different levels. So now that we have crossed that bridge, what motivated you? And maybe I'll continue with you, Brother Anis. Sure. What motivated you to get involved with Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy?
For me, I would say it was more personal, in the sense that when I was in India and when I was working, typically in IT industry, I'm sure everyone who are in IT industry would know that it's a very hectic lifestyle, right? I mean, you are busy most of the time. I had been at a stage where I used to work for like 14 to 18 hours a day. At some point, we realized that what am I doing and where am I going? Is this what I'm supposed to do? So that's what started making me think and realize that what is it that I can do more or different than what I'm doing right now, which should also help me spiritually, not just like you said materialistically or financially. And that's where I started getting involved in some of the social work back in India. So I was involved with a madrasa where we were setting it up in a small rural place, which we did for about quite a few years. And then I moved to the US about 4 years back, and that's when I met Bro.Azhar. And while we were talking, he spoke about, Quran and, how it should be embraced as a part of our life and how we should love it, how we should live that Quran. That basically inspired me a lot, and, I said, okay, if that's the case, let's join hands and see what we can do here.
Interesting.
So that's how, we came up with this.
Fantastic. And Brother Azhar, I know you gave us a few reasons about the importance of the Quran, but what motivated you to come up with the idea to establish Ar-Rayyan Academy?
Okay, how do we serve the Quran? And my mission is to have Quran recited in every single home of this country, starting from this community to this country, to the next country, to the whole world.
Right.
That is what motivated me, because I was connected with Quran. I am connected with Quran, inshallah. And I was wondering one time in my life that who could be the best friend of mine, who I can share things with, who could be the everlasting friend of mine? Because this world is short, and we have our friend. We start with our mother and father, and then sister, brother, siblings, then actual friends. We go out, we have friends. But if you see, at one point of time when we pass away, everybody leaves us, even though if it's your mother or father, everybody, once we are gone into the grave, they step back. Nobody goes in with you. There is one book which comes, which defends you, is the Quran. So that is the best friend you could ever have in your life. And I want that friend to be everyone's friend, inshallah. Every human being should be a friend of that Quran. And we should have, going to Ar-Rayyan Academy, our mission is to, help, learn, love, live Quran. Once we learn Quran, automatically Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts the love into our hearts. When the love comes into our hearts, the love of friendship with Quran starts. When the love of friendship Quran starts,
I like that. Learn, love, and live.
And then you start, you cannot live without meeting the Quran every single day. I cannot have a day, I cannot imagine a day in my life where I do not open Quran, because that's my love. That's my passion, that's my love. How can I sleep without meeting my love? Without meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, without meeting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through Quran. How can I do that? So that is my passion.
And the
that
Prophet
is
sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, one of the fastest way to get close to Allah is being connected with the Quran. To come near to Allah, because the Quran, the words of the Quran are the words of Allah. And what comes from Allah is what will make you nearer to Allah.
Subhanallah.
Subhanallah. That is so powerful.
And I would also go a little bit ahead and tell you that, sometimes we have a doubt that is from shaitan. But Quran, if you stick to Quran every single day, every challenge of your life will be erased. Every difficulty of your life will be erased. Every need of your day and month and year will be taken care of. Financial problems will disappear. Health problems will disappear. All that solution is because it's in the Quran.
Yeah.
Quran is, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that this is the guidance for the one who believes. How can it be wrong? It has to be right. So my main mission is, inshallah, is the decisions from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come positive always once we have our lives on the Quran. We live the Quran. So this is our very simple goal. I have no big agenda. We have very simple goal to put Quran in everybody's house, to have every single person in the house, men, women, children, to read Quran, to learn Quran, to love Quran, and to live Quran. That is our mission.
And also to add to what one point he said is learn is just not read, right? I mean, everyone reads Quran. We know that. We have to. But then what we are more emphasize is to understand what we read. to understand what we read, how we read that Quran. Right? We normally read Quran like how we would read any other book, but what our intention is to make sure that we read it correctly, we read it with the right pronunciations. And then once you start reading it with the right pronunciations, that inculcates a habit in you.
Of course.
Right? And then that becomes a part of your life.
You know, after listening to you all, what is coming to my mind, it's a whole different vision. I know that we are talking about, and we came together here in Al-Hikmat studio to talk about Ar-Rayyan Academy, which is what we're talking about. But there is a whole different vision that is coming to my mind for viewers to benefit from, based on what you all have said, that how two IT experts are using their career, their experience, your knowledge, and your administrative ability to promote the Quran. Do you know, my brother Azhar and brother Anis, if more businessmen and more technological people out there and more successful Muslims out there would spend some time and devote some time from their life towards promoting the Quran, it will be such a blessing for them. And that's what I'm hearing from you all. It will be such a guidance from them, because they may be having a lot of money, a lot of success in the dunya, politically, socially, economically, but they may not have peace. They may not have the sakina, the tranquility, the itminan qalb, because some part of their life is not dedicated towards the Quran. Now, sometimes they may read it for themselves, which is good, and that will give them a certain amount of guidance. But the level that you all are doing, it's not only for yourself. You are promoting the Quran, which was the mission of the prophets, to promote the words of Allah, all the prophets, to promote, to propagate. And our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who brought the message of the Quran, you know, his whole life was about promoting the message of the Quran. So you all are not just, you know, as I said, I know you came here to promote Ar-Rayyan, but I am seeing a whole different promotion. You are more than promoting Ar-Rayyan. Your lifestyle and your involvement in this Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy is a promotion of Quran in such a way that you will now motivate other business people. You know what I'm saying? Politicians, people in the social economical world, that they must, as Muslims, dedicate some time and some effort towards promoting and supporting the education and the teaching and learning of the Quran. Would you believe we have already spoken for more than 25 minutes?
I can't believe it.
Yes,
And
more than 25 minutes.
Mashallah.
I just got the sign that we got to go on the short commercial
All
break.
right. Okay.
So we're going to go on a short commercial break.
Sure.
And when we come back, we would like to let our viewers know a little more on what you all do, what are the services you offer, you know, how long now has Ar-Rayyan been established, and what are some of the courses that you run, and who are some of the teachers, and how can people benefit from Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy. So stay tuned. When we return after the short break, we will continue with our guest, Brother Azhar and Brother Anis, and some of the details of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Join Al-Hikmat Dawah services for a 10-day Umrah in Ramadan 2020 from May 2nd to May 12th, 2020. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Shaikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Al-Hikmat Dawah services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to Global Issues on Al-Hikmat TV 24/7 online. And once more, it is indeed a pleasure to have with us in Al-Hikmat studio Brother Azhar and Brother Anis. Bro.Azhar is the president of Ar-Rayyan Academy, and Brother Anis is the treasurer. And those of you who tuned in before the short commercial break, you would have heard a great deal of their background in the IT technological world. And now we want to continue a little more on some of the services that Ar-Rayyan Academy offers.
Sure.
So before we get into the services, how long now has Ar-Rayyan been established?
We actually started in March of 2018. So Alhamdulillah, from last year, we have been continuing.
Beautiful. And what are some of the activities you have? What are the courses, etc.?
Sure. Sheikh, the first important thing which we thought about when we started this academy is the curriculum. So we have a solid curriculum made by certified and qualified ulama. They have seen through our curriculum. We have sat with them for several hours and days to make sure that the foundation is right.
Yes.
Because we are a Quran academy by ourselves. It's autonomous. We are not affiliated with anybody. So our main focus is Quran.
Yes.
To teach the Quran. So we have Talimul Quran, which is the basics of Quran, Qaida Nazira. That's where we start. And then we have Tajweed. We have advanced Tajweed. And then we have Hifz program. So we follow a curriculum. We take the placement. We place the student according to the curriculum, and we make sure that everything is followed with the curriculum.
And I know our viewers probably wondering where you're based.
Right. We started from homes.
Right.
And right now we're in Pembroke Pines. We are in a conference hall.
Pembroke Pines, Florida,
Sheridan, yeah.
for the benefit of our viewers worldwide.
Right,
Okay.
right. We are just right on Sheridan and Dykes, close to the intersection of Sheridan and Dykes. So going back to what we offer is the basics of Quran, the advanced Tajweed rules. We teach advanced Tajweed rules of Quran, and then we have Hifz program, and then we have Islamic studies program, we have Arabic program, and then we have community, family, and youth programs. So we can go more details into that, but our main focus is the adults, then children. So from adults, men and women, and children. And the whole idea behind this Quran Academy is to give the best of the best education without compromise. Because when we go for dunya, you want to look for the best of the best university, you want to look for the best of the best teacher, regardless of how much it costs.
Yes.
When it comes to deen, sometimes we compromise. So over here, our goal is to ensure that the best of the best curriculum is being offered and taught by the best of the best qualified teachers, regardless of how much it costs.
Yeah.
So that's where we are. So with the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we started with 5 or 6 students, and then we have 35 students, men, women, and children, and we have 8 teachers. The other unique thing about our place is that the parents do not leave their children and go at our place. The parents sit with the kids. In fact, we have under one roof, we have teaching for men, women, and children at the same time on Sundays.
Fantastic.
So the whole family comes, the whole family learns by qualified teachers. So 35 divided by 8, around, for every 3 or 4 students, we have a teacher.
Right.
So 1-to-1 pretty much concentration, and then we have all qualified teachers. We have, Mufti Azhar, Imam Azhar, and then we have Qaari Fakhrul Islam, he's a Qaari, and then we have recently joined Sheikh Ibrahim Darmali, who's teaching the students, Alhamdulillah, and then we have teachers from Medina, young teachers from Medina who is Hafiz, and then we have brother Muhammad, Hafiz Muhammad from Darul Uloom also sometimes he comes and help us, and also we have Hufaz who are substitute teachers, and also very important thing that we have for ladies, we have Hafiz our teacher, and then we have other 2 tafsir teachers who are fully highly experienced. So we have a staff who are highly qualified and certified. We don't compromise on that.
Right. So basically, your students students who go to college and go to university and go to middle school, etc.?
Our students starts from 5 years and up. So, the thing is, usually we leave our children for Islamic teachings and Quran, we avoid ourselves. So what we thought and what we have seen, that people have left Quran for years and years. But Alhamdulillah, on the positive note, people are learning the basic tajweed rules, what gunna is, what khalkhala is, what idgham is. Those nitty-gritty details of the tajweed rules, how to pronounce, where the word starts from here.
Yeah.
When za, you take the tongue out.
The science of
the
tajweed,
science of the tajweed and all that,
Yeah.
So Alhamdulillah, it's amazing. I
Yeah.
never ever thought that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us the opportunity to cater to the community like this. But having said that, when you have niyat is right, inshallah, Allah
Of course,
uses all of us.
Allah
Inshallah.
guides you. On another note, Bro.Azhar, your academy, is it a boarding and lodging, or students who go to regular public schools, they come and benefit?
Yeah, we have regular students who go to regular public schools. And the other idea behind having this is to give the convenience to the people.
Yes.
Right now everybody is busy,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah, with their career and profession and all that. Where is the time for parents to drive and drop 20 minutes, 15 minutes? We want to give the convenience. Right now everybody wants convenience. I want convenience stores sending the grocery to my house. I just want to call them, they should bring to my house. So who has time? So between all that, we should have the places whereby people should conveniently go and go themselves with the family and learn the deen, Quran, Islamic studies, of course Arabic, because Arabic is the key thing. I have been learning myself Arabic from last 1.5 years from Imam Izhar. I have just touched the tip of the iceberg. There is so much to learn.
Of course.
Alhamdulillah.
So what are some of the other community activities you do?
You want to take that?
Yeah, sure. So before I start going to that, one very unique thing which I wanted to just highlight is that when I came to the US 4 years back, what I realized was that the parents' life revolves around children here, because parents being busy, not having time for the students, for the children, the more and more time they would like to spend with the kids, right? And then once we saw that, we realized, why not use that to our advantage? So you get the kids to the academy, have them, don't have to go back. You can sit with them. You can see what they are doing. You can observe them while they are learning. At the same time, you learn yourself. And that has given us a very good feedback. It has got a very good response. So I just wanted to add that point to the course. And in addition to what we teach in terms of Quran, we also have a community learning. So what it means basically is that, like I said, we want this to become a culture. It should be a part of everyone's life, right? Now, how can that happen? By just teaching the children is not going to help. The parents also be involved in that. So we got that idea of getting them into the class also.
Yes.
But beyond that, what we see is that the children being in the US now are influenced more by things around what they see. And we wanted to also showcase certain cultural aspects of Islam, how we can be similarly. So for example, they see Christianity, they see Christmas being celebrated.
Basically social activity.
And then they see that Eid, and then they say, okay, we go to Eid, we go to Salah, we come back, and that's it. So we said, okay, let's try to build on that. So we started this Eid picnics, and mashallah, we've got a very good response on that. For this last 3 years now, we are doing this picnics. So we have, we get the families together, we go out on an Eid day after the Salah.
So you have an annual Eid picnic.
Annual picnic. Twice a year.
Yeah. Okay.
And it has become to extent that now our children they are curious. So every time they ask, when is Eid now? So they don't ask when is Christmas, no. They ask when is Eid, because they want to go out and then have the same fun. So some we go to the beach, we might go to a mosque. We went last year. We went to Clifton, a place from here to the mosque. So we went to the zoo. So these are the activities that we keep putting into.
So you also have some of those. And what a monthly?
And in addition to that, we also have a monthly family night. So what we do is we chalk out a calendar for the year, and every month we take a topic. So it depends on the recent occasions. Like for example, last month we had a Christmas month, right? So we took a topic about how what is Christmas and how can we inculcate that in Islam. So every month
it's a social activity, but with education. They've been educated.
Absolutely.
With fun.
Yes. With
in
fun.
the society,
With food.
Yeah.
with food,
Yes.
and with the family.
With the
Yeah.
family.
Fantastic. And you also have your annual dinners,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Your
we
annual
have
fundraising program.
We have our annual fundraising program.
Yeah, that's where we show our audience, what exactly we do. I always say that, the proof is in the pudding.
Yes.
You have to come and see the proof.
Right.
So, the students perform and we will show a short video of what we have done, what we have been doing, and what our goal is, alhamdulillah. So that's where the people can come, see.
That's your annual
That's
presentation.
the annual
kind of
presentation
thing.
kind of thing, yeah.
And you have your annual.
Usually we do in
On
January,
January of every year.
every year January we do that.
Yeah, and you have one coming up very soon, right?
Sure, yeah. So we invite your audience, and obviously you are one of our guest speakers,
Yes,
alhamdulillah.
yes, alhamdulillah.
So we would like to invite your audience to come and see exactly what we do.
Yeah, not just the
inshallah.
event. We want the audience watching this program to come and visit us in our class, see what we do, see how we do it, see what we do, and we that would be really good.
This is so interesting and so beneficial for the communities and for our leaders especially. I really enjoy talking to you all, and I'm sure our viewers out there would definitely benefit a lot. I'm sure viewers would be motivated by your involvement in promoting this Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy. And there is something, it may not be controversial, but I like to use little issues to provoke the mind. Provocative as opposed to controversial. Based on your involvement in the academy, it brings to my mind, and when I look around today in America and in the world, some of the problems that Muslims are facing, Muslim countries, Muslims in non-Muslim countries, I sit down and I ponder in my mind because I'm very deep into the Quran. The Quran is what I mean, like everybody else believe in the Quran, but as you know, and those who know me, ever since people who know me 40 plus years ago, I've always kept, and even till now, even though we run Al-Hikmat Studio, Al-Hikmat Dawah Center, and even though we have the Darul Uloom where we teach Quran and make students, Imam students, I'll share something with you all. Personally, my brothers, and it's beneficial to the viewers, it doesn't matter how big the Darul Uloom and Al-Hikmat is, and I travel all over the world, by the permission of Allah and the mercy of Allah, I still take the time to teach people to read the Quran personally. Do you know why? Because I want to get the blessings directly. Even though I know that by having a Darul Uloom and Dawah Center and you teach people indirectly has a lot of blessings. But just to get that blessings of teaching someone to learn the Quran, a new Muslim, or a Muslim who has not learned to read the Quran, there is such a joy when that person learns to read the Quran that it doesn't matter where I travel in the world. I do not ever want to lose. And you ask people around me, I always offer them, as long as they tell me they can't read the Quran, I say, listen, I'm prepared to spend time with you, because of the power of the Quran. You teach one person to read the Quran, that's why Allah says, the Prophet says, the best amongst you is he who learns the Quran and teaches the Quran. So Allah would really bless you all for being behind this Ar-Rayyan Academy and using your career and your profession to make it a success and have all these different activities to educate parents and children. And I really wish, and the provocative question that I have here, don't you think that all these problems and these issues, and I'm sure you look on WhatsApp and the kind of comments that people have and the kind of things that people think is the solution. I am amazed. I listen and I read and I listen to Muslims. Their solution to problems is so far away from the Quran that I wonder, that I wish they can have the hidayah to understand that while you get involved in politics, while you get involved in demonstrations, while you get involved in so many different ways to help so many different things without the light of the Quran and without you having Quran in your life, which is a spiritual guide, an intellectual guide, a guide of knowledge and wisdom, we might be going in circles. And I'm sure you have seen that. A lot of people go in circles and circles and they end up reaching nowhere because they think they can get it done. Yes, we need to make the effort, but without the Quran in our life and without trying to do things the way the Quran says to do it, we might be really going in circles. What do you think? That's a question I want to ask you because you all out there. You're in the technological world. You come across a lot of people in the political arena, in the social arena, the materialistic arena. You see what I'm saying? And I'm sure you all read. You see people have all these different ways they think for the solution. And I don't care what it is. It could be politics in America. It could be issues in India. It could be issues in Pakistan, Bangladesh, Arabia, whatever it is. I personally, I may sound a little nuts here, but I don't think human beings are able to accomplish mission without the help of Allah.
Absolutely. Yep.
And the Quran is the help of Allah that Allah has designed for us to use. And if we try to solve problems with our own hands and our own knowledge without the guidance of the Quran, I'm not saying we will not be successful. Don't miss my point.
Right.
But we might be wasting time and going in circles.
Sure.
And life is too short to do that.
Test.
What do you think about it? I want to hear you guys comment. And before we conclude, we're already close to another 25 minutes or 20 minutes
Mashallah.
after the show.
I completely agree with you. I give you an example. Is that we buy a car comes with a manual, and we don't get to the manual, and we don't get to the offerings what we have in the car, the unique things which we have. Sometimes you drive the car the whole of your life, but certain things when you come to know, oh, I have this option in my car, I did not even know that. And I have been driving the car without knowing that option and not using that option. I could have been more better if I have gone through the manual of the book and at least read something which is important for me to know. So that way, I guess I agree with you that Quran is the guidance, Quran is the criterion, Quran is the Furqan, Quran is the solution, Quran is the healer, Quran is the powerful book in this world, in the heavens, and we have to stick to Quran. We have to read, we have to understand, we have to memorize, we have to try to memorize. We have to have Quran in our hearts, we have to have Quran in every family member's heart. We have to leave a legacy.
Yes.
We have to have the foundation. I mean, I agree with you that, that if we do not have the foundation, if our roots are not built up the right way, how can we expect the fruit to be tasty?
Of course.
So our work is to have the roots. Soon, you, me, every one of us, I don't know how long our lives are. We are burying people every single day, sometimes 2 janaza.
Of course.
But looking at the benchmark, the lifespan of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, 60, 63 years, I'm not that far, probably you, but what are we doing to change positive impression, positivity, full Muslim is full of positiveness. We have very short time. I have very short time in my life. I have to do certain things. I have to be like this and do certain things in my life that can save me in the barzakh. Barzakh is more longer than the short life which we are living now.
Of course.
What is going to happen to me in barzakh? What are the tools which I can use in barzakh? How I can convince Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? How I can answer the questions which Allah is going to ask me? What is going to happen to me when I meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Those are the things I should be prepared about.
Yes.
So my kids, your kids, our generation to come, what are we giving them? What are we putting in foundation? That's what it's all about. So
that is exactly what I meant, and I support you in it too. And what do you think, Brother Anis, about that? Because you see, that's the point we get in. It doesn't matter what profession we are in, what career we are in. And I love sharing this with you all as technological people, and you all are successful technological people. It doesn't matter, and I really want to share this for viewers to benefit. What is your opinion on that? On everyone, whatever profession and career they may be in, they should use the Quran as their guiding light. What do you think?
I'll give a very short example or an analogy. When we work, I'll give it from my perspective, right? So when we sign a contract with a customer, we sign an SOW. It's called scope of work. It's defined. This is what you're supposed to do, and this is what you're supposed to get. You go beyond that. You start seeing issues. You start seeing escalations. People are not happy with the service.
Yeah.
I will put that, and I'll say that we have, when we are born, we have a scope of life. That's the Quran.
Yes.
It's there. You have to follow your life as what it is written in the book, and that's the scope of life. The moment you divert from that scope of life, you see those issues that we just spoke about. So from my point of view, let's focus on what we have been taught, what we should be doing in life, and how we can embrace that and make it much better.
Yes.
For ourselves and for the community as well.
Definitely. And it doesn't matter what profession and career we are in, we need that scope of life, which is the guide to our life, the blessing, the light, and the success in this world and the hereafter. And it helps us in our profession and career. Well, it's really a pleasure to have had you all on the show. I'm sure our viewers would have benefited a lot to have two IT experts and successful experts who are involved in Ar-Rayyan Academy, Quran Academy. So we got to conclude. We are technically out of time, but I give you all a 2-3 seconds each as we conclude.
I would like to thank you, Sheikh, first, and also the Al-Hikmat for their services. I've been seeing what Al-Hikmat has been doing for years and years, mashallah, interfaith work, dawah work. I mean, this is what we see. This is what motivates us. People like you and other ulamas who are highly qualified and certified, who are teaching Quran, who are serving the community. These are the role models. You people are the role models of ours, and the general community. So that's what we are doing. We are following the footsteps of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Inshallah, make dua that each and every organization succeed. And I'm really happy to be in Florida, where several organizations are there now, mashallah. There is so many beautiful organizations which have come up. Beautiful masajid, musallas, Quran academies, alhamdulillah. Everybody is doing such a good work. I'm so happy about it.
Yes.
I'm so positive about it, mashallah. When I sit down and think about what each and every organization doing, I'm really proud of them.
And that's why in Al-Hikmat, we love to support everyone, promote everyone, and Al-Hikmat Studio, Al-Hikmat Media Center. We really love to promote and support everyone, because unless we don't work together, life can be more difficult, it can be much harder, and it's of course a barakat to unite and to support everybody else.
So the last word I would say is, I have this motto: love all, serve all.
Yes,
Inshallah.
mashallah. And Bro.Anis,
Thank you.
2-3 seconds.
No, I just want to say thank you so much for bringing us here. It was a pleasure sharing this platform with you,
Yes.
and I hope we learn a lot from each other. So
And
thank you so much.
Jazakallah, and thank you all, Bro.Anis and Bro.Azhar, for being with us in Al-Hikmat Studio, and whatever way we can help in promoting Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy and spreading the message of the Quran. We got to do it, and that's why we were very happy to have you all on the show today. And for the benefit of our viewers, those of you who just tuned in, we were talking to Bro.Azhar, the president of Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy, and Bro.Anis, the treasurer, to IT specialists, and I want to say successful people in the technological world. And I really pray that Allah continue to bless them, for they are using their technological and administrative skills to promote Ar-Rayyan Quran Academy. So thank you for tuning in. Jazakallah. You can go back on YouTube, Facebook, Al-Hikmat TV to view this program if you just tune in. Until then, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Join Al-Hikmat Dawah services for a 10-day Umrah in Ramadan 2020 from May 2nd to May 12th, 2020. Average cost is $3,000. The group will be led by Shaikh Shafayat. For more details, you can contact Al-Hikmat Dawah services at 954-986-0158, or you can email us at alhikmat@alhikmat.com.
are due to Allahu Allah. All praises are due to Allahu Allah. Allahu, 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 Allah, Allahu.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. If you would like to dedicate copies of one of these publications as Sadaqah Jariyah, continuous blessings for your parents or dear ones who have passed away, or fi sabilillah, in the path of Allah, please give us a call so we can place your names on these dedicated publications. You can call us at 954-986-0158, or you can also visit us at www.alhikmat.com.
Allah is the creator of different faces. Allah is the creator of all races. Allahu, 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 Allah.
Royal Bengal Trading, importer, exporter, wholesaler of Bangladeshi Indo-Pak groceries and spices. We specialize in various authentic Indian masalas, juices, flours, rices, and spices. We offer exclusive brands as Ocean Pearl, Shan, National, Tilda, Himani, and many, many more. We're located at 36B Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, Trinidad and Tobago. You can call us at 473-4676 or call 476-3117. Email us at wahabdk@gmail.com. Now open Sajida exclusive for all of your Islamic and casual wear. We carry a large selection of silk route and al-karam gowns, scarves, hijabs, hijab pins, and many other accessories. We have exclusive Swarovski gold-filled and sterling silver jewelry. We are located in store 143, Caroni Savannah Road, Charleville, Chaguanas, located on the opposite side of TNT Chicken Hut. For more info, you can call 328-6682 or 295-5400.
Fens, the single largest specialty retailer of residential and office furniture, consumer electronics, home appliances, and household items in Trinidad and Tobago. At Fens, we offer a large selection of high-quality products, honest and reliable service. We are passionate about serving you, and we're proud of the standard of excellence upheld by our knowledgeable staff, friendly delivery teams, and dedicated customer care associates. Visit Fens First, your friendly furniture, appliance, and electronic dealer since 1960.
Looking for a residential or real estate investment? Unit 1 is a 3-bedroom unfurnished townhouse gated community located in Charleville, Chaguanas, Central Trinidad, 1.5 million TT dollars. 2 Tobago townhouses for sale. Gated compound, being sold furnished, 3 minutes from the airport, and many more. Price listing 1.5 million TT for both units. For more details, contact Sister Fadia Ali at 868-672-4062. 868-672-4062.
तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा पढ़ा ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह तेरे सदक़े में आका सारे जहां को दीन मिला बेदीनों ने कलमा
Truly he is the one, he has no father or son.